哒哒。
Another order already? You're a very busy man, Sam. Sam, been a while. Tomorrow seemed to react negatively to overstimulation. This is likely just a defensive mechanism, so to speak. A way to safeguard her mind from the strange and unfamiliar. At times like these, it's best to limit the number of people attempting to help the distressed individual. So let's trust in Rainey and Fragile to take care of her. You've been receiving more dangerous orders. I respect your willingness to undertake them without any fuss. Please, don't hesitate to rely on me for assistance if you ever find yourself in need of it. While I'm incapable of fighting like you, if you throw me toward your enemies, I can keep them distracted for a short while at least.
真的假的？
Come to think of it, the brigands' vehicles are of a rather antiquated design, significantly different from the standard pickup off-roader. You won't be able to get them repaired at distribution centers or on the DHV Magellan. Can't even store them in a garage. They're enemy property after all. Too risky to bring inside our facilities. Could be booby-trapped. I'd not get into the habit of using them too often if I were you. I don't.
可是我的车子会平白无故消失啊！假蹦。喝喝喝喝喝喝喝喝喝喝喝喝喝喝喝喝喝。洗澡。
Sam, by linking up the various sites farther to the north, you'll eventually be able to establish a connection to Hartman's facility. In short, it's time to tackle the northern part of the continent. Start by bringing the F2 South Distribution Center into the network. Some of the staff there are former residents of Cape Fort Knot who managed to escape the city before it was swallowed up by the tar. In addition to overseeing distribution operations, they also protect the facility from would-be assailants. Unfortunately, local chiral contamination levels are extremely high, leading to disturbing reports of paranormal phenomena near the facility. The cargo you're tasked with delivering should aid staff in dealing with this issue. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal to proceed.
坏死虫！有鬼！我有一个峡谷地形。 好像干涸了，深水，好像也没想象中那么那个，优化一下吧。保持干燥。放车子里应该还好吧？哎，哇哦！湿菌发电机。真招之洪水警告，什么意思？
Order accepted. Thank you. Is the right size? Yes, sir. Yes. Here it is. Hey, but where did you dig up this cargo? I can't... Your efforts have enabled us to share this data with you. I hope
收
you
纳
find it
袋。
useful. We've increased your allocation. Your current quarter grade. With an... Order completed. Well done.
那么多车？我靠，这准备这样。啊，那哦有，哎，这是有期待，可以割了，可以割了。哎，干，唉。啊，怎么不能割脐带啊？喂，哎，啊，不是说可以割脐带吗？这怎么不能割脐带了？干你娘！敢不骗人呢、欸？他爱骗人呢、欸！操你妈的！啊！为什么收起来？为什么收起来？什么鬼啊！干你娘！为什么收起来？干！我重读了。哦，我要赌！操你妈的，太白痴了！这个真的太智障了！ 枪会无缘无故收起来，然后操他妈的，他在干嘛？他妈档案库是骗人的啊！宁者，那个不是宁者吗？Tomorrow，啊，刚刚那些不是宁者吗？当然是宁者啊！他冲杀小，割也割不了啊！我再来冲啊喂！诶，诶，我是不是可以回避一段路？那个。唉。这边没有。 那过来。有鬼的地方没了。好，看到了。哦，水。哦！啊，看鞋子没做。耶，安全。哎呀，一拳超人啊，背影看得出来呀。
Welcome. Hope it wasn't too hard to track. I'll just need a moment to check your cargo. This is downright perfect.
Perfect.
You are the master of your trade. You have been making them all right. Go ahead and put us on the chiral network.
虎克。哦，这什么帅靴子啊！我的 fuck， 这战斗用靴子，哈，来踢人的，这什么？粘着炮？哦，自动拿取，哇，好酷哦！重型机枪。
So we've been linked up, at last. There's also the necrobiotes you brought us as well. Feels like we finally turned the corner.
For our part, we've shared data for some custom vehicle components as well as some sturdy combat boots. I'm sure the vehicle parts in particular will come in handy for combat and cargo retrieval. You need all the help you can get, because those armed survivalists waiting for you out east are far more dangerous foes than the brigands. They're a bunch of fools who won't hesitate to kill people, with no shortage of lethal weaponry. Though I'll be damned if I know where they got it. Make sure you're prepared before you head their way. Speaking of which, those combat boots ought to add some serious power to your kicks. You might want to equip a pair if you intend on getting up close and personal.
你是黄金拳头吗？
Some people have called me that. A while back, we had a situation with this group that went around looting whatever supplies they felt like. And I was the boxing champ who went up against these guys and sent them all packing with nothing but his bare fists. That's the story they tell, but it sure as hell ain't the truth. I didn't charge gallantly into battle and beat the shit out of them. I approached amongst them in peace so we could work it out. I asked why they were stealing from other people, and they said it was because they didn't have the skills to live any other way. So I taught them other ways to survive, trained them a bit. Nothing more than that, really. In the end, all we had to do was talk to each other. They weren't like the other riffraff you find around here. And they're still here. In fact, working in this facility. If anyone around here deserves to be called a hero, it's you, Sam. I mean, you're the one trekking across Australia trying to bring everyone together. Anyway, right now, we're trying to develop equipment tailored to close combat specialists. If we succeed, anyone will be capable of fighting as well as these so-called Golden Fist. Feel free to lend a hand if our project interests you. We've uploaded some schematics for pickup off-roading parts. One of them is a heavy machine gun. It automatically acquires and fires at targets in range. It uses MP bullets for added versatility. It's effective not only against human enemies like
这么屌
ETs as well. The other part is a sticky cannon. When mounted, it independently scans for cargo in the vehicle's vicinity.
哇，这么屌！
You find it makes rounding up dropped cargo easier than ever. And who wouldn't want that? Pickup off-roaders can be equipped with 2 parts like these simultaneously. So choose whatever's best for the situation at hand. They're not something just anyone should be messing with. Their affinity with the dead makes them dangerous. But that's also why we can use them to prevent the dead from attacking us. With that kind of power at our disposal, we can put people's minds at ease. Could solve all kinds of problems, I'm sure. Thanks again. We're glad to have you in our corner. With your support, we'll be able to do so much more for others. Stay strong and keep doing your thing. We're in this fight together.
Sam, you're the best. Now get yourself back to the D3 Magellan
太快了吧
and take a load off. Just so you know, tomorrow's been doing much better. Pay her a visit when you can, okay?
Order complete. Well done.
帮我做鞋子。哎，刚好改鞋子。剩一个加油炮。哇哦，酷哎！哦，干！哦，好酷啊！哦。 我靠，差那么远了！啊，我看现在这边的。可惜。
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. You know this song? So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Okay.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning. 哎，哦，好紧张。
Are you alright, Sam? That
哦，
I'm afraid we won't be able to continue expanding the network until it's back up and running. Pick up your next main order via the terminal at the F2 South Distribution Center.
Necrobiotes are fascinating, and they seem to have become more commonplace lately as well, ever since you and I were swallowed up by that tar fall, to be specific. This sudden increase in the population should be considered yet another example of an environmental anomaly. If we successfully extend the network across the continent and trigger a plague gate to appear, such anomalies should begin to wane. So, Samson Hook from the F2 South Distribution Center is not a man to be trifled with, no sir. I did some research, and I found he's a popular local figure, beloved by one and all, it seems. Known as the Golden Fist as well. But don't misunderstand. I'd wager the people's love for him is not rooted solely in his considerable martial prowess.
OK， 吃吃喝喝。急需空投，物资空投。哎，干！检查一下。梯子。稍微整理一下。
So you made it out okay. Those tremors were intense, but we're doing fine here. I think West Fort Knox got the worst of it, though. Your cargo has already been prepared. If you could deliver it to West Fort Knox as quickly as you can, that'd be great. We need to support each other at times like these, so pick up the priority order from the delivery terminal right away. I'm counting on you, Sam.
取回。
Order accepted. Thank you.
这被姐没有连在一起。先解个救。先忘在这里，先解任务。 蛋白饮。
That one.
弄高速公路。
Gotta stretch my legs. You mind?
Wowzer!
Snag.
Yeah.
You mind?
Ooh.
That one. That's the way. Snag.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
자, 渋谷。 力量手套。
Go ahead. Give it a look. Bet you could use more material. As an using see that? We don't intend to stop our research, so you can.
Order complete. Well done.
才干。
Patched up and good to go.
桃色不多，算了。
You're mine. This one's for you.
干特殊的这一堆，
You're mine. Gotcha. Look that one. You're mine. 地，所选的都人迷，玩过是完全陪你。Look, that one. You're mine. Gotcha. Put your dresses in a row. Things will be. In a city I don't know. In a city. That one. So shut the door and leave. That one.
诶，有收发明家的，送个发明家。七宝节发明家，发明家，发明家。发明家，发明家，发明家，好。送货了，送货。哦，终于了。
What business brings you to my doorstep? Wait, are you carrying some cargo that got washed away after the quake? I'll need a moment to process and confirm. Well, where on earth did you find this? I'd give it... You, sir, are a good... You're bringing people into the car.
终于啊！ 发明家。
Now displaying your current order grade. I think this could prove useful to you. Try it and see if you agree.
哇！一戴的那个帽子，哼 ，Why？
I call this an otter hood. It's an original invention of my very own. Put it on, and you'll find you can float in the water as happily as an otter. You'll never be at risk of drowning ever again. It's guaranteed to make you feel like a born swimmer, which, given the recent flooding, is great for people like me who can't swim at all. I'll bet you could find some use for it too, in your line of work. That's so. Someone else already went and made the same thing. Well, I just think otters are wonderful. You like them too, don't you? Despite being mammals, these adorable mustelids live the better part of their lives in water. Floating on the surface, flat on their backs. Grace personified. In becoming an otter, we can become one with the water. That's why I decided to create this hood. So, if someone else out there had the same idea, I bet we'd get along swimmingly. Anyway, if you don't have their hood, maybe you could still use mine. Though, saying that, I better come up with something new. Thanks, and come back again soon. I'll try to whip up something extra special to give you next time.
Order completed. Well done.
OK， 外面长什么样子呢？
It's a pleasure to have you.
哎。收起来，收起来。嘿嘿。
Gotcha.
干，差点按到。嘿，送到喽！没有。
Are you familiar with the island that lies north of our facility here at West Fort Knox? Well, there's a shelter on that island. The man who lives there only cares about his research and never talks to anyone. But I can't help worrying that he might have been hurt during the tremors.
没事啊。
There are a few large mines in the northern part of the continent, not far from where you'll find North Fort Knox. Or where you used to be able to find it, I should say, before it was wiped off the map by a void out. As for the mines, no one knows if they're obliterated too. But if you happen to be headed that way, you might want to see if they're still around. You've been such a big help to us. Rest assured, our staff will see that everyone gets their share of the aid packages you delivered. A lot of people are going to be singing your praises before too long. Best of luck to you with everything.
Thanks for all your hard work. Everything there seems to be in order. But one cannot help but wonder what other facilities were affected. Anyway, you can pick up your next order from the F2 South Distribution Center. This one's a rescue mission, Sam. Someone's been taken hostage by the armed survivalists, and we need you to extract them to safety. The survivalists have been known to kill people, so you'll want to take extra care when preparing for this one. Oh, and it seems the tar currents have finally stabilized. So the Deidre Magellan should be able to travel without issue. Call us if you need us. All right, Sam. Good luck.
Order completed. Well done.
哎，连在一起了。
Hey Sam, Charlie here.
Try.
This order is a hostage rescue operation. The target for extraction is this man. He was conducting a search in a mining region when communications abruptly ceased. He went there at the behest of the Dowser, who resides at the next facility you need to link up. Take heed that the mine in question is currently under the control of the armed survivalists. A faction whose members have no reservations about using lethal force and should be considered a serious threat. To make matters worse, some of them have been observed wearing armor as well as active skeletons. Such enemies will possess increased mobility and defensive capabilities. It would therefore be prudent to bring equipment to counter these advantages. There's no telling how much longer they'll keep the hostage alive. Moreover, saving him may help us to pursue future objectives in this region and beyond. Regardless, this is a matter of life and death for the Dowser's friend. Give your preparations all due consideration. He's counting on you, Sam.
哦，这么多。 好，只是试试看而已哈，没事。我怕停太远，那个车子又会不见。
A word of warning, Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning it will make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention.
没有吗？ กัด
Are you okay, Sam?
ไอ้ 哇，真的跟 NGS 一样，只差没有办法趴下了。
The man we came to rescue appears to be unconscious. Place him in a protective bag and get him to safety.
在瞎忙什么？是哦。直接交。好，直接就盖好了。我的 fuck。哦，这里是材料天堂啊！我的天哪！哦。好榨汁。
to take our ailing friend to the Dowser shelter. We just need to figure out how to get over these mountains first.
怎么会是这个音乐？怎么了吗？哦，凤山路。哟！冲啊！ Give up.
That's the place, huh?
Oh, oh, oh.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Oh.
Thank you for your service. Now displaying your current order grade.
Order completed. Well done.
啊，没有背着就不算。好。嘿。
Ah, there you are. Thank goodness. And you saved my friend, too. Give me a moment to take stock. Wow, he looks as healthy as ever, despite having been held captive in enemy territory. That's amazing. There's something special. This was meant to be. I can feel.
完成进度1/3哦。嚯，1/3啊！探水者，是要收藏2。啊，滑索来了，强化骨骼。
So, I'm a part of the chiral network now, am I? You can't even begin to imagine how much this is going to benefit my work. As thanks, I've shared the schematic for a level 2 PCC. I sense you'll need to build all kinds of structures to deal with the obstacles you're going to encounter from here on out. For instance, this more advanced PCC will allow you to fabricate zip lines.
And this zipline's design is even better than the one you used back in UCA. I also have another gift to share. A schematic for a booster skeleton. Throw it on and it'll allow you to carry heavy cargo with relative ease. And prepare to be amazed when you give it a boost. You will run faster than ever and jump even farther too. That's a signature feature. It also has shock absorbers that reduce the damage you take from a big drop. But don't forget that boosting consumes battery power, so make sure you've got enough for when you need to rely on these features. Oh, and in case you're wondering, that friend of mine you rescued is doing well. His condition is stable and he's just catching up on some sleep. I can't thank you enough for getting him out. I search for underground streams and mineral veins. My gift also allows me to perceive distant objects. So, people sometimes ask me to track down lost items for them as well. But I only identify the general location. I leave it to my friends to handle the actual retrieval. Like the old design, this zipline enables an individual to travel quickly between two enemies. However, you'll find it offers greater comfort and freedom of movement to the rider. Also, the lines themselves can now curve ever so slightly if necessary, which makes zipping around more viable in areas with plentiful obstacles. You see, even if I know where the thing I'm searching for is, it doesn't mean I can get there. That's why I've been looking into tools like this to facilitate travel. And with any luck, I'll have more solutions like this to share in the near future. He'd gone out to secure an item I'd located. The request came from a drawbridge member, actually Hartman. He said it was essential for his research into using the beach for jumping. Anyway, I used my gift to ascertain the item's location. We knew that area wasn't safe, but my friend was willing to take the risk regardless. And despite what happened, he still managed to complete the job. I'll admit, he can be a bit reckless, but when he resolves to do something, he always sees it through. There's another request I'd like to send your way, but I'll need a little more time to get everything in order. I'm still in the middle of processing the item my friend recovered before he got captured. So, I hope you don't mind waiting. I hate to inconvenience you, especially since I wouldn't even be able to make this request if you hadn't saved him. Oh, by the way, do you like apples? My friend brought a few back with him. It's just a shame he grabbed them before they fully ripened. He's got a bit of an impulsive nature, just his way. But don't worry, they'll be ready to eat soon enough. I'll send them to you then. Thank you again, Sam.
I'm glad you were able to get them out safely. That group was more dangerous than your average band of hostiles. Those weapons they were carrying were state-of-the-art. You'll need to keep an eye out for them in the future. Groups like these make me nervous about letting Tomorrow spend time outside. Even though she's doing better. When you return to the T3 Magellan, you should see for yourself how much progress she's made. And get some rest. You're long overdue. I'm sure Dahlman's tired too.
Order complete. Well done.
Oh.东西啊，掉东西了。
My latest project is complete, thanks to you. I hope I increased your allocation. Your current order grade. I sincerely, you could.
Okay.
Order completed. Well done.
Hey there! Keep on keeping on.
致命 MP 子弹。哦。从小。
I'm sorry, but you have to stay on board. It's too dangerous to go out by yourself. And you'll have to put on your shoes.
Look at this, Tamara. They're not quite ripe yet, but I think they might.
Oh.
It's okay, Tamara, really.
For you.
Mm. Eh, 澡都没洗，我操！哎，啊。
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference. On a dark night in May 1816, 3 men and 2 women found themselves confined to a villa on the shore of Lake Geneva. A catastrophic volcanic eruption had wrought havoc on the global climate, and a relentless rain hammered down outside. With little else to do, the occupants of the villa decided to compose ghost stories, and it was on this fateful night that a woman named Mary penned what would become Frankenstein. Mary, who was only 18 years of age, had already lived a tumultuous life. She was engaged in an affair with the poet Percy Bysshe Shelley at the time, whom she would later go on to marry. A dramatic retelling of these events was committed to film prior to the Death Stranding. Titled Mary Shelley, it stars Elle Fanning in the lead role. Now, where have I heard that name before?
还有吗？
The Voyage of the Beagle, written of course by one Charles Darwin. Speaking of which, before the Death Stranding, there was a city in the northern part of Australia called Darwin, named as such after the Beagle made a brief stop there. Darwin was able to devote so much time and effort to his research of evolution because he enjoyed the support of the elite, specifically the Wedgwood family, pottery makers to the royal household. In fact, Darwin's maternal grandfather was the founder of Wedgwood. Can't get a better patron than that, now can you? I suppose if you think about it, Wedgwood was to Darwin as Charlie is to us. The Pequod is the ship in which Ahab pursues Moby Dick on his quest for vengeance. His crew includes Dutchmen, Frenchmen, Spaniards, Portuguese, Icelanders, as well as shipmates from China and India. Countless other people of myriad origins too. It is arguably symbolic of the multiracial United States, a gathering of souls that transcends ethnic and national divisions, united in pursuit of a singular goal. I can't help but be reminded of Kojima Productions. Wait, like judging by your reaction, you've never heard of Kojima Productions? Sam, you can't be serious. The gathering of storytellers that spawned Mary Shelley's Frankenstein gave rise to yet another legendary creature of horror fiction. I speak, of course, of the vampire. A physician named Polidori was also in attendance that evening, and he later unveiled his creation in a new novel. As I may have mentioned before, the summer of that year was unusually cold. In Europe alone, 200,000 people are said to have perished as a result. Could it be that a widespread fear that the world might be coming to an end served as inspiration for two classic monsters? I find it a compelling theory. Darwin always had a strong interest in geology. He was fascinated by the way continents and landforms change, leading to the creation of new habitats for organisms. This led him to surmise that organisms adapted to their new environments in order to thrive. And that logic eventually became the basis of his theory of evolution. The world around us continues to change, even now. The continents are in flux due to the shifting tar currents and the emergence of plate gates. Is it possible these changes might also spur life to develop and adapt in unforeseen ways? Certain parallels can be drawn between Captain Ahab's pursuit and the Prometheus myth. Prometheus is a deity said to have stolen fire from the heavens in order to give it to humans. In essence, he bestowed upon them the power of the gods themselves. This power manifested as technology. Humans crafted tools, and with them brought nature to heal and built great civilizations. Perhaps the author intended to frame Ahab's pursuit of the white whale as one akin to mankind's struggle against the forces of nature. We ourselves are arguably living out our own Prometheus myth as we fight to overcome the Death Stranding. No, we definitely are. And we're not about to lose. It should be noted that the monster's name is not Frankenstein, nor was it ever given a proper name. Frankenstein is the name of its creator and the story's protagonist, Victor Frankenstein. Through its many movie adaptations, the image of the disturbing and unstable patchwork creature has grown ever more vivid. And in the process, the misconception that it was called Frankenstein was born. In the original novel, however, it was an intelligent, human-like being that craved acceptance. A clever, gentle giant cobbled together from others. Not unlike our dead man, don't you think? And while he doesn't appear in Shelley's original work, in several movies, Frankenstein is joined by a rather memorable assistant named Igor. Igor and Victor. Now, where have I heard those two names before?
Ayo.
Oh, reading that one again, are we? It must be quite the page-turner. The HMS Beagle, which was instrumental in Darwin's development of his theory of evolution, eventually came to symbolize adventures and explorers of new worlds. Spaceships in science fiction novels would bear the name, as well as actual ships developed in real life. You know, Sam, when our Australian journey is finally complete, we could ask Charlie to build us our own personal vessel. Yes, we should. Let's do that. It'll be fun. It goes without saying that we'll have to call it the Beagle. Oh, and you must let me be the captain, all right? I won't budge on this. I refuse.
Mày đó. Huh.
That friend of the dowser we rescued was a very brave man, don't you think? To go to such a dangerous place all by himself, in spite of the countless potential risks. Perhaps it would have been better if he wasn't quite so brave. The armed survivalists don't seem concerned in the least about causing people's deaths. It's unconscionable, terrifying too. Man, the thought alone's enough to make me feel sick. Sam, none of us can go through catastrophic trauma without being forever scarred by the experience. Trying to reclaim a sense of normalcy through routine can help the heart to heal. Your deliveries are making a big difference, Sam. For others and for yourself. I don't really...
Glad you're here. I thought both of you should have a say in this. Listen, about the girl, tomorrow. This is the spot where we picked her up. We're still reading Tarfall activity there, which means there might still be a passage to the other side. It's possible she could still use it to go back home.
You want to send her back to that caravan?
If that's where her family is, it's where she belongs.
You've got to be kidding me.
This isn't her world. She isn't one of us. That chrysalis, we found her inside. It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry. There are amino acids in tar? As in proteins?
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it? Or to be more accurate, be born from it? Some have even theorized that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
Wait, are you saying that tomorrow is a chiral creature?
No, not at all. Her DNA and cellular structure prove that she's human.
Well, the world we found her in was filled with the dead. Almost like some kind of witch. But tomorrow herself is alive. She's a living human being. We should look after her here. Women and children and the weak have always been easy targets. In every conflict and disaster, we're always the first to suffer.
But even if her world is as bleak as you suspect, she may still be happier there, surrounded by the friends and family she knows and loves.
Friends and family don't guarantee happiness. Not in the least. I understand how you feel, but I believe she should stay with us. Sam.
哇，我把
I saw her home. And it was a hellhole. We can't send her back.
All right. I'm pulling rank and making the call. She stays. At least until things have calmed down. Understood?
Hmm?
Did you hear that just now?
Hmm?
It came from the hall outside. It's hard to say what we should do about tomorrow. That everyone is of a different opinion is to be expected. Our positions are informed by our past experiences. To me, it matters less where I am than who I am with. So long as I am in the company of those I care about, I am happy to go wherever. But what does tomorrow think, I wonder? Until she can speak for herself, I believe we should go with what Fragile has decided.
I can't find tomorrow.
동?
She must have left in Magellan at some point. She's not wearing the room terminal, so we have no way of tracking her position. And the continent is full of dangers she's never encountered.
I should mention she didn't appear to have received even a single vaccination. So I decided to repurpose the batch Denman left for Lou and gave her the full gamut. She's been immunized against just about everything, so you've got nothing to worry about on that score.
But she's still a stranger in the world
something worrying came to my attention while I was searching for tomorrow. There have been a few reports of mechanized belligerents in this region.
哈？
You should consider them hostile if and when you come into contact. So, review your equipment loadout via the delivery terminal and make sure you're prepared for anything. Only then should you pick up the next main order.
All of Drawbridge is committed to helping you find tomorrow. Let's bring her back home, Sam.
Sam, tomorrow's footprints. Why don't we see where they lead? Sam, look at that vehicle. It's registered. She must have used it. Perhaps she was trying to make her way across the river.
真的是这里这个吗？哈哈，我还有点诚意。
You're mine.
Sam, I think I've got something. Check the marker I've added to your map.
Gotcha.
有那什么？
Those flying things over there.
干你老师，傻小啊！ 大小啊！ 啊，什么鬼
Sam, you see that structure? I suspect Tomorrow was the one who built it.
？What？
You think Tomorrow perhaps used this rope to make her descent?
Almost lost it there.
Just like that. Sam.
刚好下去。啊哈！他跑来这里干嘛？
Sam, we might have found tomorrow's trail. Check the marker on your map. It may help you track her down.
Didn't expect you to waltz in with this.
Now display your current coordinates.
Oh. Order complete. Well done.
然后开车再追。
You're older than just me. I don't sense any BTs. Be careful, Sam. May not be a BT, but something out there. Are these the mechanical hostiles Harman was telling us about? Look, Sam. A cairn. Moro may have stopped here to rest and get her bearings. Our investigation's on the right track. I just know it is.
No doubt.
Sam, I think we've got a lead on tomorrow's whereabouts. You'll find a new marker on your map. Use it to refine your search.
太会走了吧 ！Oh my god！ What？ 衣服？切！哦 ！Oh my god！
Sam, we have to deal with
Oh!
these next first. We can fight tomorrow once that's done.
哈！呜呜！呼！ 看刀是什么，以为是。嚯！哇！呼呼！呼！呼呼呼！好帅啊！呼呼！
Excellent work, Sam. Now then, let's see if we can learn anything of use from this jacket. It could point us in the right direction.
哦，帅！哦。感觉是晶晶是不是？
Thank you.
I didn't have anywhere else to go.
You trying to find your way back?
I suppose you have friends and family there, waiting for you to come home?
I don't know.
Everyone there has passed on. There's no place for the living in that world.
Tell me, am I really alive?
Oh yeah, of course you are. Do you want to stay with us on the DHV Magellan?
But I saw how everyone was fighting because of me.
Ah, I'm sorry.
All that wasn't your fault. I'm just worried about you. Wait.
I don't think I ever had a family. Do you have one?
No. Not anymore.
You miss them?
Yeah.
什么意思？你要录啊？
So, I can stay on the ship? Thank you. You have a very special gift tomorrow. It could help us. But for that to happen, you first need to learn how to control it.
还要学控制哦，还要学刚刚在打成那样子。
You can stay on the ship as long as you like.
This is our gift to you. As long as you have it, we'll find you. No matter where you go.
Welcome to Drawbridge. To our little family. Come on, let's head inside.
Now displaying your current quarter grade.
Oh. Nhớ tăng xì xì hả?
Sam, this is Tom here. We took the liberty of loading the vehicle you left outside onto the DH3 Magellan. There's something that's been on my mind lately. You had a run-in with some mysterious mechanized assailants while searching for tomorrow, right? Well, after comparing their data to that of the gargantuan mech Higgs summoned, I've concluded that all of these contraptions appear to operate on the same underlying technology. None of them have been fitted with remote operation modules, nor are they capable of autonomous function. They're not robots, in other words. The bloody things don't even have drivetrains or core units. They're almost like puppets with no strings. They don't require chiral network coverage to function either. Though I'll be damned if I know how that's possible. It's almost as if they're spirit-driven machines. Ghost mechs, to give them a name. I'd say it's a safe bet that there are more of these things out there. So to ensure that you're prepared to face them, we've added a Ghost Mech archive to the VR Weapons and Combat Training Program. Access it to check out the data we've collected regarding these mechs so far. Anyway, next up you'll be disembarking to go and connect Hartman's research facility to the network. He's an old mate of yours, I understand. Once you've made your preparations, access the Dowser's delivery terminal to get underway. Of course, the DHV Magellan can take you directly to the Dowser's shelter if you like. So if that's your preference, go ahead and give us the order to head there.
Feeling well rested after some quality shut-eye? Why don't you try freshening up with a shower? I'm so relieved that Tamara was unharmed. She must have been terribly nervous, trying to brave an unfamiliar world. But she's safe now, thanks to you, sir. And now we have to show the girl that we're equipped to take care of her. That the DHV Magellan is a place she shouldn't be afraid to return to. A place that she can call home. I was surprised by how effectively Tomorrow was able to fight those mechs. The way she took advantage of the tar and used her unique abilities against them, it demonstrated impressive improvisational skills. But her capacity to rapidly accelerate the age of any material or enemy she comes into contact with. Oh, I can't help but be a little jealous. But there are other ways I can contribute to your work, and I hope to continue doing so.
어. 오.
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed the photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son?
Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. You want to hear the story?
Sure.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depth. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranded.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Strip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. Are we fine, Pop? You seeing this? I think she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird.
Stop! And just like that, the tar took my boy, and my hand along with him. At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral map, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
终于啊，多久了？What the hell?
Dad! Mom! This way!
休息。